Welcome to Harrison Primary School. We are delighted that you and your children are going to be joining us in September. We can't wait to welcome you, and we hope this PowerPoint will give you some information and maybe answer some of the questions that you have about starting school. This PowerPoint will give you some information on things you can do at home to help your child be prepared for school. It will also give you some information about school uniform, lunchtimes, Tapestry, home visits, and phased or full-time entry. There are lots and lots of ways that you can help your child and support them at home to get ready for school. Talk to your children about starting school. Make it a daily conversation. Talk to them about how exciting it's going to be and what a good time they're going to have. Maybe on your daily walk, you could walk your route to school. You could come and have a look at the school building and walk past the playground and the field. Make it just a normal activity and something that the children are used to doing every day. Look at things on your route so that when they start school, it's just a normal, everyday thing that you do. In Year R, we read lots of stories, so reading books together at home is really important. We know that to become a good reader, children need to have a lot of exposure to really high quality texts, and the more stories you read and talk about and share, the better. Sing songs with them, sing nursery rhymes. It's all really good practice for when they're coming to school. Often children find it really tricky to get dressed and undressed by themselves. So as much practice as you can do at home is really helpful. Practice with buttons and zippers. And nearer the time, maybe when you've got your school uniform in the summer, you could practice putting it on and off. Tights are often really tricky, and so are socks. So just get your children to practice doing it independently. Encourage them to go to the toilet by themselves. They'll have to do this when they come to school, so as much practice as you can give them is really important. When you're eating, practice using a knife and fork. Putting the fork in and cutting with a knife. It's really hard for little 4-year-old hands to do that, so the more practice they get, the better. We're always there to help them at lunchtime, but they get such a sense of pride when they do it independently. Talk to your children. Have lots of conversations extending their vocabulary. Ask them questions and ask them to ask you questions. See if your children can explain their thinking by using the word because. I think this because, and encourage them to do that. It's really useful. It's the sort of language that we'll be using with them when they start school. So get them to think about why they think things and how they know things. Look out for numbers in your house and in your local environment. Get your children to be number detectives. See which numbers they can spot and which numbers they can recognise. Practice counting objects in their everyday life. Maybe when they're playing with their toys or Lego, they can count them. Or when they're helping you in the kitchen, maybe they could count how many carrots you need or how many knives and forks they need to get out to help you set the table. All of that practicing of one-to-one accurate counting and recognising numbers is really useful for when they start school. See if your child can recognise their name, both in print and when it's written. You could put lots of names around the house and see if they can recognise the one that's theirs. This helps them when they have to recognise their peg and their name in school. If you want to do some writing, you could practice writing their name. Make sure you remember to use a capital letter at the beginning and lowercase letters throughout the name. We would prefer that you didn't practice letter sounds at home because when we start school, we follow a scheme and it's very specific. So it's much easier if we start at the beginning with your children. Play games with them. Take turns. Make sure that your children are used to sharing and having a go, and that actually it doesn't matter if you don't win all the time. Have fun, bake cakes with them, go on walks, play in the garden. All of those things are really useful for helping your children settle into school. And the most important things of all are to be positive. Talk about school in a really positive way. The more positive you are, the more positive your children will be. And we know that when they come in September, we're going to have a really great time. So make sure that your children know that as well. At Harrison, we have grey or black trousers, skirts or pinafore dresses. We have pale blue polo shirts or blouses or shirts, although the children find it much easier to put the polo shirts on and off. We have blue sweatshirts or cardigans or fleeces. You can pick them up from school kit with the official logo on, but it's not necessary. Most of the supermarkets have the colours that we wear, and you can pick up the polo shirts, sweatshirts, or cardigans there. In summer, we have blue and white candy striped or gingham dresses or grey tailored shorts, or the children can continue to wear trousers and polo shirts or pinafores or skirts, whatever suits you. We ask that they wear grey or black training shoes with a Velcro fastener. It's much easier for 4 or 5-year-old hands to deal with Velcro than to be doing laces. And it really helps when we're getting changed for PE or they're putting the wellies on to go outside. Please do not send your child to school in jewellery, and please label everything. It's much easier for us to find a stray sock or a vest or a t-shirt when we're getting changed for PE if everything is labelled. We mean everything. For PE, we ask children to wear navy blue shorts and a white t-shirt. Again, you can get the one with the school emblem on, but a plain white t-shirt is fine. Black plimsolls with Velcro and a PE bag. A labelled drawstring bag is more easily accommodated in our cloakrooms, and it is also easy for the children to access by themselves. In the winter, we still go outside and do PE, so jogging bottoms can be in their PE bag for winter months. And again, please make sure that all PE kit is labelled. There are some things that your children will need to bring with them every day when they start school. They'll need a clear water bottle. We only drink water in the classroom. Other drinks are allowed at lunchtime, but we only have water in the classroom, and we make sure that the water bottles are filled up throughout the day. Your children will need a book bag. They bring home a reading book and a reading diary, and they need to bring their book bag into school and home again every day. We ask that you don't give them rucksacks or any other type of bag, as we haven't got the storage capacity, and book bags are all they need. When it's hot, they'll need a sun hat, and whatever the weather, they'll need a waterproof coat, because we do go outside, whether it's raining, sunny, whatever the weather. They do not need to bring any other equipment to school. We have everything else they need within school. They don't need pencil cases or pencils or pens. All of those things are available for your children throughout the day in school. In Year R, we all go down to the small hall for lunch every day. The tables are set up and all children are served at their table by a familiar adult. Every child in Year R is offered a free school lunch every day. All our lunches are not free, and we ask that if your child has any allergies, that you pick up a form from the school office and fill it in before they start school. Of course, your child doesn't have to have a hot school dinner. You can choose to send them with a packed lunch. But we are a healthy school, so we ask that all children have a healthy packed lunch, and that there are no nut products in their packed lunches, as we have several children and adults within the school who have nut allergies. You will be sent a 3-week cycle of lunches, and every day there's a red option, which is fish or meat, a green option, which is vegetarian, and a yellow option, which is a jacket potato option. If you talk to your children about the options for the day before they come to school, and then they know what's available to them, when they come into school, we'll talk through it with them again, and they choose which option they want, red, green, yellow, or packed lunch if they have their own lunch with them. It's really useful to have these conversations with your children so that they at least have some idea of what they might like on the menu that day. You can pick and choose. You can have hot meals one day and packed lunches the next. It really doesn't matter. You choose whichever option you like on a day-to-day basis. In Year R, we use an online learning journal called Tapestry. Some of you might be familiar with this from preschool or nursery. It's an online journal that can be accessed on your smartphone. You can download the app or you can access it via your internet server. We use it to communicate learning that we're doing in school with you at home to help you so that you can support your children. So we'll upload observations, comments, pictures, videos of the things that your children have been doing in school. We introduce sounds each week so that you know exactly what we're doing with your children. And we also ask that you put any things on that you're doing at home. So it might be that your child learnt a new skill, like riding their bike, or they've been practicing their reading and they want us to see it in school. Each week in Year R, we have what's called Tapestry time, and your children have an opportunity to share with their classmates and grown-ups in school the things that they've been doing at home as well. They're really proud of these achievements. If your child already has a Tapestry account from their preschool, it will be automatically transferred to school nearer the time when they start school. We are really looking forward to meeting you and your children before they start school. So we're going to offer some songs and rhyme sessions. These will take place in the week beginning the 12th of July. You'll be offered a chance to sign up to them via our Parents to Teachers system, which will be sent out nearer the time. We've had to split them into smaller groups this year due to the COVID regulations. But you'll get the chance to come in, to have a look around the unit, to ask any questions you might have, to meet some of the staff, and to stay and have a story and sing some rhymes and meet some of the other children who are starting school in September as well. It's really great that we get to see you, and it's great for your children to come and have a look round so they can see where they're going to be in September. We're hoping to be able to do home visits again this year. These will take place during the first week of term, from Friday the 3rd to Thursday the 9th of September. When you come for your songs and rhyme sessions, you'll be given an opportunity to sign up for a day that suits you. Home visits are invaluable for us. It means that we see the children in their own environment, and this often makes them more relaxed. And then, when they come to school the following week, they already see us as a familiar face, and it makes that transition into school so much easier. From Friday the 10th of September to Thursday the 16th of September, all of the children will be invited into school in small groups to meet the grown-ups who they're going to be working with and become familiar with their surroundings. They'll have time in the classroom and be shown round outside and shown lunch times, and it gives them a chance to acclimatise in a smaller group and to feel confident. From Friday the 17th of September, all children will have started school. Once your child starts school on Friday the 17th of September, you can choose whether you want them to be full-time or to do phased entry into school. We're really flexible at Harrison, and so you can do a mix of both. Starting school is really tiring, even if your child's been to nursery before, so we really follow your child's lead and we will communicate with you as to how they're getting on at school, and we'd ask for you to do the same. You can do full days, which is 8:45 till 3:15, or you can do a morning, or you can do a morning and stay for lunch, or you can do a mixture of all three. It really does depend on how your child is settling into school and also, of course, around your work commitments. We will work with you to find the best way to suit all of you. You don't have to decide before they start school, and we'll work with you day by day, and you can let us know what your child wants to do that day. We will follow your lead. On this slide, we have the number for the school health team. Any worries, questions, or concerns that you have about your child's health that might affect them when they start school, you can contact the school health team and ask them about it. At Harrison, we promote walking to school. It's a great way to make new friends and meet people, as well as being really good for the children's social and emotional well-being. And it also provides them with time to learn and practice road safety. We do have bike sheds in school and places to park scooters on the main playground. Helmets should be worn and they can be taken home by the grown-up or stored in the classrooms. We will bring a car permit with us when we come on the home visit, and if you feel that you live too far away from school to walk the whole way, You can park in Fareham Leisure Centre or Sainsbury's car park and walk the rest of the way from there. Please refer to the travel policy for more information on our website. At Harrison, we have a really active homeschool association. They are really great fundraisers and have events throughout the year. If you're new to Harrison, it's a really good way to get involved in school life and meet new people. Their email address is on this slide if you think that it might be something that you might be interested in when your children start school. We hope that this PowerPoint will have answered some of the questions that you have about your children starting school in September. We know that you've probably got more things that you'd like to ask, and you'll get a chance to talk to the staff at the Songs and Rhymes sessions and when we do your home visit in September. We are really looking forward to welcoming you and your children into the Harrison family. We're excited to get to know you over the next few months over Tapestry and when we meet you. If you would like to contact us or ask anything, then please contact the admin office email address that's on this slide. Thank you.